It's just hella, lots of hellas. Well,
Snakewingz is a hella sick name. I will say that. I'm really enjoying Snakewingz. I'm really enjoying their icon. What can I say? Don't know where it's from.
All right, looks good. All right, looks like we might be ready after all.
Dire team.
Okay, we give it a second. It seems like everything is stable. Looks like we've got ourselves a game of Dota.
Yes, indeed. Snakewingz versus Stars Esports. Stars Esports giving a completely dominating performance. Well, not completely, but a very convincing performance in the previous game. Snakewingz, let's see. Hopefully they didn't watch that one.
5 seconds remaining.
A little more confidence coming in. Banned from the Clockwork, though, so maybe they were watching.
They don't like... They definitely didn't like seeing the Clockwork. Apparently he has a ban hammer, and whenever he hookshot somebody, they get disconnected. Because it seemed like... I didn't catch the player's name, but whoever was playing Night Stalker... Oh, poor guy. That was absolutely brutal.
Bad. You know, IceFrog really just giving Clockwork the buff he deserved. Disconnect hook. Not too bad. Not too bad.
Reserve time.
New levels of Dota.
Yeah, but interesting ban pick there. That Snakewingz, they did pick into Treant yesterday. That was a go-to pick for them, and they pulled out the W. Nice ban with the Earthshaker. Again, you don't like that high. You want to be able to penetrate. I hate using that word in this game, but
I love it. I love it.
Please. It's appropriate. You know, and specifically when I use it, I'm referencing tier 3, right? Because there's no really other place you can penetrate.
5 seconds
Just because the base
sure,
doesn't.
Sure.
You know, so it's like that's just the way I've kind of used it. But anyway, no one likes
breaking high ground, but you know, just saying penetrate. You know, I feel like
I like it. Penetrate your fortification, man. No, but getting into the high ground is not so easy when they've got a Earthshaker sitting up there just waiting for the enemy team to casually walk up. So anyway, the Venomancer, it's that ban pick. I'm not sure if I agree with that. I don't know if Venomancer, in this case, the way that they're using Venomancer is, you know, should be reserved for a ban. I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I feel like also it was pretty unfortunate last game. The Venomancer might have been able to do more had you not had a full soul Shadow Fiend at the 0-minute mark just charging at you. He was put down pretty quickly. That's 36 extra damage.
12 right away after picking off Sand King early on the Radiant side. Yeah, that was a significant boost to his DPS. He was able to get last hits so much easier. I mean, it really improved his overall gameplay. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Soothes is going to do that again. The Shadow Fiend hasn't been banned, so Snakewingz is, from what I can tell, they're not really afraid of that.
I'm hoping for a Viper pick from Snakewingz, because I'm all down for thematics. And that's the snakiest, wingiest hero I can think of.
You can't get more snaky than that.
Maiden.
CM Night Stalker.
Huh.
Dire team's turn to pick.
Interesting. And you know, when they pick heroes like this in succession, the first thought in my mind is, well, maybe they're going to lane together. Maybe this Crystal Maiden is going to be a key play somewhere in the mid lane, maybe. You know what? I love to see that right there from minute 1, right from the get-go, because a lot of mid players, they're really excited about being mid lane. They're really, like, you know, they're either really hyped or demoralized right from the get-go. If there's a Crystal Maiden that moves in and, you know, wants to go ahead and put the ice boots on them, make it easy for the mid player to just take that early advantage, and that tempo alone, just that one play, could be enough to offset it in favor of your team. Or they could completely fail it. But if they pull that off, man, it's hard to recover from that.
Very true. And with the lowered creep experience from the jungle camps, it's much less likely that you see the classic Crystal Maiden quick jungle off the hard camp to just grab that level 2. You do see a lot more ganks from CMs early on. That's nice. Omni Knight.
He got banned out. That was a first ban from the previous match.
You know, I love Omni Knight Sand King. I don't think this is what they're going to do, but I've run that as an aggressive dual lane against your safe lane.
Yep, Burrow Strike.
Once you get level 2,
heal him all day.
plus the Sand King passive, just slowing you down. They both just beat the crud out of you.
Oh, I see. I see. Just going for the passives. I see. Yeah, enough. And you could combo that up with a lot of. Yeah, you could combo that up with a Viper or Venomancer. I mean, you have yourself a merry little fucking farm session. And just taking out heroes left and right. Man, it's not even Christmas time, and I'm already trying to throw out some holiday cheer.
I'm feeling the Christmas spirit.
It's good, yeah. I wish I had more presents for everybody. I don't. I'm trying, man. I'm trying to hook up KOD League here. Trying to get Armando some additional sponsors. So for those that are out there that I've invited to come watch, check things out, man. KOD League, they are doing it well. They're doing it right. It's 5 seasons now. They've got themselves quite the mark that they've left in the Dota world. They've got definitely some tier 2 teams that have stepped up. You know, we've got Team Unknown, Star Esports. I know that they've played and placed pretty well back in the back at one of the majors.
5 seconds remaining.
Oh, it escapes my mind. But I was looking at their Dota buff, and they've got a pretty significant record behind them in terms of other events that they play in. So the Stars Esports has made quite an impression. Unknown, it'll be fun to watch them play as well. Snakewingz, this is really my first experience learning exactly how Snakewingz likes to put things together. But I do like what they've done so far. These band picks are surely interesting. The Omni Knight pick is certainly going to combo well with some heroes with a low HP thresholds. You know, they're not. Stars Esports hasn't banned out Husker yet. I don't know if Snakewingz wants to do that here in this case. Throwing a repel on a low HP Husker is always fun to watch, but again, you know, you want to get rid of Axe first before you pick up that Husker. You know, you don't want that Culling Blade coming up and pissing on your Pop-Tart.
And speaking of sponsors and Piss Pop-Tarts, new Piss-flavored Pop-Tarts. KOD League is not directly affiliated with them.
Get them while they're still...
give them while they're hot. Steaming fresh.
Oh, man.
Reserve time.
Man.
RBEPete
delicious.
Just have the sponsor Piss, man.
I don't know. I don't know why we haven't got a sponsor for them yet, and not a significant one. I mean, a lifetime supply of fucking yellow Pop-Tarts.
I'd take it.
Oh, you got Necromancer now out. Ember Spirit. See you later. Mid lane picks are still up for grabs, so that's a good pick, a good band pick for Stars.
You know, respect to Stars, but still, you should have let Snakewingz have their namesake. I think it's only right. I think it's rude, actually.
How rude.
Yeah, I have a rude monitor here, and so far Stars Esports is 2 ticks against the name. At the end of the game, we'll tally it up. Give out verbal prizes.
or verbal, or some verbal abuse.
Oh yeah, major verbal abuse. And wow, you called it out, man.
Wow, these guys are not playing around. There's an axe still up for grabs here. Is that what's coming next? Is it really what it's come down to? I feel like this is a pub game. Oh no, even better. Even better. Even better. You can't ban out Oracle, Ancient Apparition, and Axe.
Oracle, Omni Knight, and a Huskar.
Yeah. Yeah, if you need to save Husker, that's a good way to do it. I'm not sure if Ice Blast debuff is purgeable. It says it cannot be dispelled.
It won't be dispelled. Here's the deal: if he's currently if he freezes his HP above the level that Ice Blast would kill, then he's totally fine. If he doesn't, then he just screwed up hard.
So this is going to be some clutch plays coming from Snakewingz if they can pull this off. But yeah, that's an interesting combination. I mean, they're really putting all their eggs in the Husker basket, and I'm not sure if Stars is here to hard boil those things or to smash them completely and give them a yellow Pop-Tart. It says here.
I'm looking forward to this position 3 Omni Knight. I've been loving this kind of a little bit higher farm priority Omni Knight people have been throwing out.
I mean, what are you picking into? Are you going for that Degen aura in hopes to kind of close the gap?
Definitely still build your heal. I think your heal is just the best bang for your buck. It's a huge nuke, pure damage nuke with a heal. The trade potential is massive. You definitely get some levels in Degen.
So with the heal aside, put some levels in Degen. You only need 1 repel, you think, off the start. I mean, I only see 2 real immobilizing spells. Maybe a cold feet. That could come into play, but I feel like the mobility from Snakewingz is fairly high. I mean, Husker is a ranged carry. The Ancient Apparition's got to get pretty close, and so you don't want to get too close on that Husker because he won't fucking life break on your ass.
Yeah,
and he will come in with a fury.
Heal bomb I mean, there's so many options here for Snakewingz, but it is once again, like you said, so far at least, all in the Huskar basket.
Yeah.
Huskar's got to do the damage and stay alive. He has the tools on his team to do it, but it's just going to be a little bit of who can play it better.
Who can play it better? Who can make the reads better? I mean, Stars, they're going to have the better vision priority. They're going to be able to see the map. Snakewingz, that's not something I think that's going to affect them too much early on in the game, but as it gets later, that's certainly going to be a factor
10 seconds
in how they're going to do any type of, oh yeah. Oh,
I was
yeah.
just about to say, who's going to match up against the mid? Because we've seen the mid for Stars really just take off and go ham.
Well, Shadow Fiend's still up for grabs.
Lina this patch.
They've got their supports. Lina could go off lane.
10 seconds
Night Stalker, your best bet is to pair him up with a support. He's not going to do all that
5
well if you
seconds
put
remaining.
him up against a Husker.
I think it's going to be the Sand King sitting mid with the Invoker, and then so the Lina's probably going to get
10 seconds
either the Night
remaining.
Stalker or the CM to kind of do the same, I'd imagine.
5 seconds
The lane goes pretty
remaining.
poorly for it if the Sand King is.
Ah, yes.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yes. This is fun. There's going to be a
love
lot
that.
of swapping here. There's going to be a lot of Husker life breaking in, Chaos Knight grabbing somebody, Sand King moving in for the stun, and then Invoker throwing out, his Tornado, EMP. Oh, goodness.
I would like to see the Invoker actually go Quas Wex because it's significantly more effective against the Chaos Knight and Lina. Although QE is definitely the dominant build recently, and I mean for a long time it has been. It would be interesting to see.
All right, they're getting seeded into their heroes. Chaos Knight for Stars Esports will be played by Wab, Little King on the Ancient Apparition, Lina on Suds, Ned on the Crystal Maiden. Night Stalker is going to be played by Factor Nano. Nope. Take that back. Where is his name?
Their official names are all
It's all over the place now.
all over the place. We do have the little-known member of EG, Jonathan. Definitely the redhead stepchild of the organization. You don't see him in any of the.
That guy. I
videos.
heard that he contracted something that was incurable, so they had to quarantine him. And so
Right.
at that point, he couldn't go out to any more of the LAN events. So now he's isolated. So he's kind of like the Dota bubble boy.
I've heard that as well.
Poor
but
Jonathan.
definitely improved his Dota abilities.
That's for sure.
Has nothing to do but sit there and play. We are going to see a new friendship between the Sand King and the Ancient Apparition. Beautiful thing to see happen.
Team building exercise. All right, let's see. Zero is going to be playing on the Night Stalker. There we go. All right, and to make that quick introduction for the Dire side, it's going to be Factor Nano. He's going to be playing on the Sand King. We've got our good friend Zenokaya. Yeah, he's going to be playing on Oracle, playing on the Evoker. Master Kenshiro will be playing over there. Ozzy's going to be playing on Husker. And finally, Jonathan's going to be playing on Omni Knight, who's going to be trying to keep bottom lane alive. Putting out the necessary vision. Ancient Apparition and Chaos Knight paired up bottom lane. Got CM and Lina. Yeah, just as you said earlier. Gonna lock him down. Make it easy. Got that dual stun. Be able to open up on this one. They haven't selected a spell yet.
Yeah, for the Lina, I mean, maybe if there's a fight early, but for the Lina, your real kill potential comes at levels 2 and 4. And so I expect if the CM probably what the CM will do is she might go for that early bit of experience from a jungle camp and just wait for Lina to hit that mark, give her that solo experience if the Sand King isn't directly sitting mid. Because the Invoker doesn't have much kill potential either until probably a 2nd or 3rd level, even with the Sand King standing around. Alright, who has the coolest name on either team? Because so far I think, I don't know, I think it might be Factor Nano. Very, little cliched, still pretty cool.
Not too bad.
Although Little King, I'll hand it off to him too.
Armand Hades, I need you to change the title for me, my friend. We're just trying to keep this ball rolling. Stars Esports versus Wings, Season 5, KOD League. You know where it's at. If I continue to repeat myself, then the people who are spectating will be able to follow along. Maybe we can get one of our admins or one of our trusty, handy-dandy moderators to update that for us. But thanks for pointing that out, amigo. Appreciate you. Mil gracias, primo. Lo siento. Mi amigos, mi amigas, compañeros y compañeras. Mi español es muy malo. Lo siento. Necesito más practicar español. Solo inglés. Solo inglés. So that's about it. That's about 4 years of Spanish. And my last name is Perez, too, which is even more embarrassing.
Patience from Zoe.
Like it.
They're all dead! They're all dead!
Jesus Christ, Bubble Boy's putting out the spam.
This is the only way he can communicate with the outside world. Let him have.
He hasn't actually spoken a word since he disbanded from EG.
Nope. They taped his mouth shut.
This is good. This is good. This is good. We're going to make a wiki page for this guy, and we completely made up a bio. Oh, it's amazing. I feel like PPD would tweet it out as well. He'd be like, hey, we had a player. He was the 6th teammate. Oh, getting caught. Oh, the unpause just... Oh, this just seems so accidental. I really don't think he was ready for the
Patience
unpause.
from Zoe.
Yeah.
Already icing over.
Which seems a little...
Underhanded. Stars doing
Yeah.
anything it takes to win.
Yeah.
I heard
Bad
that Suits
form.
once, just took out a family member for a little bit of extra Dota victory. Do anything, dude.
Oh, it's brutal, man.
Battle starting.
Absolutely brutal. Alright, we've got ourselves an Exort Invoker. He's got Sunstrikes available.
Ooh. I think he's gonna walk off. Thought he was gonna go join him. Yeah, it looks like they're just gonna leave the mid versus the mid. And the Crystal Maiden will be grabbing that, well, maybe. Potentially grabbing that first little level in the jungle, yep. Trying to get that aura. Pretty good team to have the aura on. Chaos Knight, incredibly good for the Chaos Knight. Like, probably...
He'll benefit the most out of that, for sure.
Yeah.
His mana regen is just absolutely non-existent.
And his pool is garbage, and his spells don't really cost that much. So the flat regen numbers, amazing.
Yeah, that definitely sets him back quite a bit. But with the CM, yeah, I do like what that allows him to do, to be able to spam these spells out and be a little bit more aggressive. Maybe even use those spells to farm somewhat. Not the priority, but it's there in case he needs it. Oh, but the chip damage coming from those burning spears. That's going to be something Night Stalker's not going to enjoy, especially with Xenokai just hanging out here outside the camp. He does make a successful pull in there, but Stars looks like Zero wants to move in and steal one of those for his own. And he successfully takes and challenge, or does a successful contest on that camp. And a stun. We've got a half duration stun on Factor Nano. And he pops the Clarity Potion. See, he's already putting that up. And they see it, but they are able to dispel it. There's another stun followed up. And he's able to get the cold feet on there as well. And he's going to continue to beat on the creep wave, changing direction. And now starting to hit on Wab. Less than 50% HP. He's got to turn around. Oh, but it looks like CM is going to make the play in there and be able to finish and root them off. Omni Knight making the mistake. The cold feet just catches him on the tail end, and they're going to get 2 off on this one. No, but the Sand King gets the safe play here underneath the Sandstorm, but he's going to have to camp out here for a minute. What else do they have left? I mean, Frostbite's not going to be able to hit him on this one. Omni Knight may be able to get here in time. The heal is there enough. Did he bring a salve with him? Nope, doesn't need it. Factor's just going to eat a tree and carry on.
Yeah, definitely could have bailed out his teammate with the salve, but
I mean, that's how I tell the difference between a good support and a bad support. No, I'm just kidding. That isn't the determining factor, but it is a feel-good moment when your buddy comes in and throws a salve on you after a good engagement, a losing engagement, perhaps, or a winning one. Well, anyway, the outcome rolls, whichever way this game unfolds. Oh shit, we're getting rhyme time on it now. 3 minutes in. We've got 2 kills already on the board for Stars Esports. Last hits in the lead. Husker sitting on top with 17. Lena just behind with 15.
Lena dangerously low, and I'm wondering he doesn't have enough mana for a Sunstrike. Okay. And she's falling.
Wow. That's enough to push Invoker back. We've got the 2 points in Quas. 2 points in Exort. And a nice Dragon Slave right to the chin. I do think Invoker's going to win this one out, though. He's got the superior HP regen. There it is. Coming in with the stun from behind. CM is there. The rotation for Factor Nano. He gets there in time to scare them away. That was enough in order to keep Invoker alive. It was a good rotation. I mean, Ned wasn't going to stick around with Sand King there. But, you know, good thing he did show up. Nice pick off bottom lane, Omni Knight. That's the second time he's going to go down. Not in that way, guys. Don't be gross.
But maybe, and if he did, you know what? That's totally cool with us.
And it is. It is. I'm not going to watch.
Not saying
maybe I will for a little bit. It's like a donkey show. You can't help. You can't help but peek through broken fingers, right? The gap in between the fingers after you cover your eyes. It's kind of one of those moments. And a nice follow-up stun. The cold feet is there. I love the combinations that they're doing bottom. And a good pick off. Mid lane Invoker. He's going to be victimized. They're brutalizing him.
Exactly. That Sand King needs to go into the lane and help this Invoker because the Crystal Mane is just going to continue to rotate in the jungle, kill a creep, and then walk in the mid and get him to kill. And Invoker has no ability to escape right now. No levels in Wex, no ability to go invisible. And even if he did, he'd be incredibly slow. It takes 1 dust and he's completely trounced. So it looks like Oracle's actually going to make the rotation mid to maybe put up a ward and maybe help out his Invoker a little bit. Oh, he will see the enemy ward there if he's paying attention, and he... Oh, he doesn't care. Oh, it's just a...
And a nice play mid. They do get the cold. The nice lock. That cold snap is there. It's sufficient. There's 3 of them there mid, though. They're going to have to split that XP. Although it's an easy pick-off, it's not going to be significant gains just yet. They're going to have to do that a few more times. But Invoker does appreciate the extra window of opportunity here to be able to farm. This is going to be another pick-off up top. Husker goes down. Night Stalker following him. So the 1-for-1 exchange here in the top lane. Nice stud here on Crystal Maiden, wanting to get away back to the tower. Not enough mana in order for a burrow strike. So they're just going to be happy with pushing her back. Meanwhile, bottom lane. Omni Knight having to make the draw, the withdraw rather, away from the wave. No, but he's going to go for it anyway. So Omni Knight's just got some massive bulls, huevos. Ooh. See? Espanol. Can incorporate that. Kings of Dota. That's where we're at today. So we're in Season 5 of RBEPete, joined by my good friend Ratmore. Together with the dynamic duo. To give you guys some superior commentary. Because we learned it from watching the interwebs. Good light strike. They're going to have the Laguna Blade is enough to get him down. They're going to continue the chase. Oh, can he get past the ice wall?
Beautiful ice wall. Invoker's gonna
Slowed
be able to
down
get out of
enough.
this.
That is the window to get Invoker out. He said, fuck this shit up.
So the first Light Strike array will actually do, Laguna Blade will actually not be able to secure a kill on the Invoker. Pretty surprising.
Yeah, they committed on that one. Lina running right past the tier 1 to try to do something with this. Sitting at level 6 now. Let's take a peek at kind of the change in levels here. If I can find it. There we go. All right. There's a tie for level 6 for the 3. Lina breaking level 7. Finally, and here mid lane, here comes Invoker. Rotating back in. Factor Nano getting ready for the Burrow Strike. Kenshiro closing in. There it is, the opener. Zenokaya also following up the Sunstrike on top of him. Not able to get out in time, but rooted. And good response. Sand King is going to pay for that one. Fair exchange. They're going to be happy with that one. It is nighttime. And Night Stalker's looking for an opening. He's not going to be able to get one. Bottom lane, Omni Knight still holding his own against Chaos Knight.
Now the Huskar did just get his armlet, so that's a pretty major pickup. If he chooses to do anything or chooses to just farm.
All right, the Rift. He grabs onto Jonathan one more time, follows up with the stun. The tower. Although it looked like he was getting ready to punch Jonathan. He was only getting a creep wave. But yeah, that's going to be a big... It's going to be a big pickup, the Sunstrike. I'm not sure where he was connecting with that one. The stun is out. Chaos Knight, go ahead and going to use his illusions. But they go away instantaneously. Cold feet. He gets out. Removes the debuff. Throws out the bonus, the chilling touch. That extra damage could be crucial here. Chaos Knight's going to fall underneath the tier 1. Jonathan, man, really hit with the help of his team. Able to punish that Chaos Knight. Kenshiro enjoying the space. Mid lane, Lina moving in from above. They had the read. There's some good warding here. Mid lane, Light Strike on top of Invoker. No real follow-up on this one. And they're just going to continue to exchange blows. Meanwhile, bottom lane, up against the tier 1 tower. Chaos Knight coming back into the fray. Husker up top, just continuing the farm. Night Stalker and CM not able to do much up there, but this Chaos Knight bottom lane, he's going to be struggling because now Oracle is joining the fray and leaving now. Just completely abandoning this lane. Jonathan is back by himself. Middle lane, Lina getting taken out, and also top lane Husker getting a successful pickoff on Night Stalker. Dangerously close, juggling that armlet, keeping himself alive. Outside the Ancients, Husker doing a good job at pulverizing those. He's able to farm those with haste and bottom lane. Again, this is a pretty close matchup between the two. We're almost 11 minutes in. The kill count on the board. The gap's not all that wide. XP and gold, kind of bouncing back and forth between the two teams. They're doing a good job at keeping this as a fairly even match here. Zero finding an opportunity. Silence now on the Sand King. Good stun. Rooted in place. Here comes the follow-up. The Sunstrike is down. The CM is completely obliterated. It's just a puff of ice, I guess you could call it, on the ground. But that's such a strange dynamic there. I feel like if you're going to drop a Sunstrike on top of Crystal Maiden, it should be a puddle of water, right? Not exactly sure. And the Burrow Strike on Night Stalker with the help of Oracle. Facto Nano moving into the Sun, Sandstorm, and with the help of the Ice Blast. Good connect. That's going to be a dominating spree for Xenokai. And Husker. They catch him in the jungle. And they're going to capitalize on that one. Now moving in and taking advantage of the vision they've created in the Dire jungle. Moving in top lane. The rotations are here. They're going to apply some pressure up top. Gas Knight leading the way, moving in. No defensive posturing yet. Twelve and a half minutes now. 2,000 lead for Snakewingz.
They're beating on Dire's top tower.
But the top tower is uncontested at this point. They may give this one up. But Wings is moving bottom lane. The Ice Blast not able to connect on this one, but Omni Knight could be in trouble. Ooh. Here with the help of Oracle, they're going to come in. The Light Strike catches him right on the top. The Laguna Blade does absolutely nothing. But Husker's going to move in to try to provide some support on this one. Omni Knight has nowhere to go. Another Light Strike right on top of him. Here comes Husker. He's got the life break. First, he's able to connect with one. Garu's going to continue to take this one. Wowzy, he's able to juggle this one. There goes down the CM and Sand King. With the help of Zero to move this one. Another one that goes down. There's 5 down, 6, including the CM. And they're going to be happy with just a 3-3 exchange. You lose 3, we lose 3. We're just going to go home and lick our wounds. But a Hannah Mighty's picked up for Night Stalker. That's one of those items that, man, when I see that in pubs, that's usually an item that gets me triggered. Holy shit, we've got Hannah Mighty's picked up for Invoker. So that, with Hannah Mighty's, I mean, I feel like that item just continues to get nerfed. And I'm not exactly sure why. Nice pick by Night Stalker. Able to get the Oracle. That silence is ultra effective for a hero that relies so much on spellcasting. Can you hear me okay now? A little better?
Dire's bottom tower is being chipped away. This is coming handy. Dire's bottom tower needs some help.
But plus 60 gold per minute, that's going to be a good selection for Omni Knight. That'll certainly help continue to build into the item selection.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Already with Mana Boots. Picked up Iron Talent just to help speed up the farm mid lane. Got an attempt to take the tier 1. With CM and Chaos Knight providing the defense. Armlet now in hand for Chaos Knight. Good cold feet. The repel is there to dispel.
Dire's bottom tower is being chipped away.
Adequate vision from the Dire side. But the Graph not shifting all that much. With a short lead for Team Wings. But this mid lane starting to heat up as both teams realize that the team fights are going to be a critical moment in these next engagements. Master Kenshiro now with his drums finished. And a good pickoff. Factor Nano getting taken out. In the bottom lane, Lina, just the easy Laguna Blade. It happened so quickly. And Husker playing with a dangerously low HP, just kind of juggling things. Using the armlet. Keep his HP within an appropriate threshold. "17 minutes in now. Husker with a good lead on net worth chart with Lina just behind. And top lane, they're going to try for the Sand King, but he's able to burrow strike to safety. Now bottom lane, a hard push for the tier 1 tower.
To Radiant's bottom tower.
No rotation, no contesting it. They're just going to let it go. Acceptable losses for Stars. And mid lane is the attempt. Maybe they want to go for Invoker. And Night Stalker, he's going to pop it. Let's get Darkness ready. Lets the enemy team know that he's ready. He's on the hunt.
Found the Invoker over here. A bit of a chase.
Ah, Invoker to tier 2. They do have him. He is silenced. There's CM. He's going to blast the ultimate and throw it out. Nice burrow strike, but the cold feet is there just in time. Sandstorm's not going to protect him on this one. They do get him. We'll see him in 30 seconds with this tier 2 tower. And not sure if we're going to see that surviving. The tier 2 tower bottom lane, meanwhile, just gets pulverized as Husker is continuing to move forward. He now has the Dragon Lance ready to go and have a Talbot just in case he needs it. Here comes the Ice Blast. It connects, and it's enough, and he shatters.
Dire's middle tower isn't going to last long.
Just a little too cocky after taking down that T2 for free.
Yeah. I mean, he gave up only 200 gold on that one, but he made a significant amount for his team. Nice. It's a killing spree now for Sooth as Oracle gets taken down. Getting these pickoffs like this is enough to keep Stars in the game despite losing the towers. But giving up that bottom lane tier 2 was a pretty significant blow.
Yeah, these dual hand of Midases could go kind of either way for Stars. I think that obviously Huskar kind of spiking around now for the next maybe like 10 minutes. So if they can just hold them off for that amount of time, I think they'll be fine, hand of Midases or not. But definitely going for the greedier play here on Stars.
Rooted in place, what a good save. Omni Knight's able to use the repel and keep himself alive. Glimmer Cape in the inventory for Crystal Maiden. That's going to be essential. There's going to be some clutch plays. I'm certain of it. To be able to keep the enemy team alive. Life Break is not going to be as useful, but there's the Ice Blast. The repel is there to be able to keep him alive. No, he gets shattered. He instead uses the repel on himself, which I think may be the good call in this one, but they will be able to finish him off and chase down Oracle as well. That's 3 down on a mega kill spree now for Sooth as they march in forward and continue this momentum into the tier 2. Nice pickoff. Night Stalker getting taken out by Invoker up in the top lane, but not without taking some wounds of his own. The tier 2 tower here, that's the main focus for Stars. If they can take this one, they can help repair some of the losses that they took. Bottom lane as Husker was just ripping through that lane. Double damage room now available. And they're going to shift gears and go for this bottom tier 2 tower. And we'll see them get into position. Wing's going to have to plan their next defensive strategy. These things are not looking good. Only a few more eliminations away from doubling the score for Team Wings. 4K gold income lead.
Radiant just denied their top tower.
And good deny by Lina. Up in the top lane. She's still up ahead. 2,000 gold lead over Invoker.
This'll come in handy.
And so Lina is building into it. 15 stacks now on the Bloodstone. But she has yet to upgrade the boots. I'm not sure why. I guess it's not all that essential for right now.
Probably use the
Boots of Travel. There we go. Completed it. That's what she was waiting for.
well, probably did she have mana boots before? She may have used it to go into the Bloodstone.
Perhaps. Yeah, I think you're right. All right, here we go. There's that big plays here mid. The Ice Blast not going to connect with anything. Team Wings are able to move out just in time. Or maybe it was completely accidental. They just like, hey, we're just going to...
Could have been Drunken Master style.
That's right. Drunken Tiger. All right, here comes the Burrow Strike. Night Stalker able to make a pick off the Oracle. The Sunstrike catches Ned. And with the help of Nanofactor, we're able to pick off the CM. The Cold Feet. Ozzy with the help of the Burning Spears. There goes Chaos Knight. The Dragon Slave, rather. Let's call it a Flame Slave.
Now Ice Blast will be up in 4, but no, it's going to be too late.
Cracks in Dyer's top tower?
So
Dire will have to kind of watch out though, as their top tower is at almost 1/3 health.
Oh, for the tier 3, yeah. That's not all that difficult to. Now as an objective for Stars, not a bad option for them. I'll wait for the regroup, perhaps even smoke into a Roshan. Maybe even look for a smoke gank of some kind. I mean, the base is well protected. I mean, they've got the lanes under control. The warding on the map is practically non-existent from the Dire team, anyway. But if they continue on this path, they're going to continue to fall further and further behind. Stars gaining a significant lead in XP and gold. There is a gradual downshift for Snakes. Snakewingz may be able to turn things around. I mean, it's still a really close game despite the scoring for the eliminations. I mean, it adds to the experience lead for Stars at this point, which will make a bigger impact in these team fights. But we'll see how things go in there. There's the stun, the follow-up, the root. Oracle doesn't get there in time. And they're able to grab him. There's the Ice Blast. Just in the path. Doesn't catch anybody. The repel's there just in case he gets hit. So
What do you think about the Chaos Knight Echo Saber in this situation, given that he has a CN? I don't think it's useful for the mana alone, but I guess he still gives good strength. I don't know.
He's really hoping that he's going to get that critical chance.
That's true. And they added life steal. Pretty cool, but the only thing is it doesn't really do as much for you as some other items might do. Stats are nice with the double hit.
Yeah, this Aegis is going to be big. Stars with the lead are just keep stacking on more to that lead and gaining more momentum now with 2K gold lead. This has been bouncing back and forth though, so this isn't saying that Snakewingz don't have a chance to come back here and take some kind of fight. But the offensive warding from Snakewingz is up. So they have an idea of where Stars are planning their next defensive positioning. And they're trying to make the reads. They know they're coming. I mean, they've been missing for this long, and they haven't seen anybody on the map yet. But the Ice Blast is out right on top of Omni Knight. May be able to repel right through that one. Yep, gets it just in time. He's not going to take chip damage, but he is frostbitten. Will they use this scan on the map? They've got a heads up. Here the Snakewingz is in the jungle. Here in the bottom lane. Yep, they throw the meatball on top of Chaos Knight. This could be a bad move. There's the Aegis. They're able to pull that from him. So is he going to walk away from this one, or is he going to pull through? The Laguna Blade just takes away so much. And Factor's got to disengage from that completely. Nightstalker going full in. Getting Force Staff away from the Light Strike. The Repel is there just for an added measure.
Is not using the heal up properly on the Sand King. Well, now he does. Now he is.
So Ozzy, man, he is playing this Husker really well. And I'm going to say that the key part to this is that the supports have been on top of him. Helping him out is needed. The repels have been on point. Although I do agree prioritizing the repel from the Omni Knight. In this case, there's so much different spells that are being thrown at Ozzy that, you know, I got to give it to Jonathan for being ready, and Oracle for being ready to keep this Husker. They really are. This is, you know, what we were talking about at the beginning of the match, that they're really putting these eggs in the Husker basket. And they're hoping that he's going to carry them to victory. The score says otherwise, though. 23-14 at 23 minutes in. Don't let that deceive you, though, because the game certainly is not over, even though all the Tier 1 and Tier 2 towers are now gone for the Dire side. We've got one last Tier 2 remaining. And it looks like the Snakewingz are going to make that a priority coming up here soon. Suits is in a bad position. He's going to go for the Laguna Blade Blast on the Evoker. He may be able to pick him off. The Ice Blast is there. Not able to connect with it, but Factor gets in for the stun. Here comes Jonathan, able to put the degen ore to slow him down. But Suits is just too rapid. And with a Shadow Blade now in his inventory. He's going to be one slippery son of a gun. And
the main thing beyond the Shadow Blade itself is that he's about to get that Silver Edge. Once he gets that, the Huskar can kiss his ass goodbye versus a lot of this. Is if he doesn't have somebody to bail him out like the Oracle.
That's for sure. And poor Oracle. So delicate. Gets picked off with ease. Just Chaos Knight getting hit with that Echo Saber, and here they go into the Tier 3. There's the Tornado up, the Ice Blast is out. He's gonna pop, they got the Repel, the Spell Immunity. Chaos Knight using the illusions. Here comes that Laguna Blade again. Unstoppable. Suits just dishing out the DPS. They were able to clean up those illusions, but not without losing at least 15% of that tower. Good stun. Husker gets locked in on the stairs. He's not able to follow up on this one. The life break. Perhaps he may want to engage us, but not without Sand King and Oracle. He's going to go for it anyway. The life break on Lena. The Shadow Blade is there, be able to save him. There goes the Guardian Angel. It's out. They're not going to take any physical damage for this one, but plenty of magic damage. CM barely dodging the tornado.
Is even the CM going to get away? Wow.
Yes. Yes.
Pretty impressive disengage overall. I thought for sure the Cold Snap, no matter what just happened, I thought the Cold Snap on that Lena with Huskar pumping spears was going to finish it. And a meatball. But Glimmer Cape and Force Staff.
It's enough. CM is usually a slow bastard. Well, I guess bastard's not the appropriate word, but we're going to try to keep profanity to the minimum. To a minimum. As best that we can. I don't think we have any children watching this evening, but just in case.
And if we do, just don't tell your parents, guys.
That's right.
Come on, be cool about it. We're cool. Why can't you be cool? That's all.
Because Dota 2, if your parents only knew what the prize pool can do for you. Oh shit, rhyme time. It's rhyme time now. $21 million. This is the highest prize pool in esports history. There is no other game that pays out as much. And so, for those of you who aren't aware, there's going to be some really interesting funding that's going to happen for Dota minors and majors. All right, there's the Burrow Strike to catch the Lena just outside the base.
Again,
Husker
trying to throw themselves at the
strategy, waiting patiently to go in, and Suits eventually gets picked up on this with the buyback immediately. And Husker's going on the rampage. looks like Jonathan is right there to provide that extra support, and Chaos Knight wants to get a pick of his own and goes right for the Oracle. The softie, Ozzy, going back into it and going toe-to-toe, getting pushed back on this one. He's able to continue the effect, but Chaos Knight gets picked off. But Kenjiro, he's going to continue to stay in this fight. They're just going to reposition and group up. They're going to have to wait for Huskar to get back in this one. They can't get into the tier 3 area. They're not going to be able to do anything to that base without Huskar in here. Again, that's what sets them back. They're relying so much on Huskar. The supports are too squishy. And if they go down, Huskar is not going to be able to take out the enemy team all by himself. So Chaos Knight made a good choice, trying to isolate out the Oracle. It really is just a single spell. He's got to get in there. The Echo Saber, if he can get a single crit and even a double, I don't even think he needs a double crit on that one. I mean, what are we looking at HP right now for Oracle? So he's barely over 1,300 HP, and Chaos Knight can go in there and just devastate him.
I think the Oracle, you have pretty long range on most of your abilities. I think you just use that Force Staff and just stay at the best position possible away from the fight until you have to use that on Huskar, essentially.
Absolutely.
I think that's the make or break. I mean, it's gonna suck to not be able to constantly throw out your other spells, which are great and manipulative on their own, but that's the make or break skill. If you can get that off on your Huskar as he's getting low, he will completely devastate the enemy team.
Yeah, it was a good use of the Hurricane Pike as well from Chaos Knight.
Yeah, that
I mean, he widened the gap.
Potentially completely dead, because Chaos Knight took the bulk of his damage right after the Hurricane Pike.
Heading back to Farmville. 27-16 now, 33 minutes in. This is probably one of the more intense matches that we've had in the past couple of days. There's the silence is out. SK's got to back away. Nice Ice Blast catching onto both of them. Kenjiro's in. Huskar with a life break on Lena. He wants to go and punish her for that one. She's going to have to go back out. Too low HP. The Burrow Strike missing on 0, but they're able to get Ancient Apparition. He's an easy, squishy target. Night Stalker's going to fall as well. Sand King able to completely dodge that attempt for Night Stalker to go for him, and they're going to take that gem away.
This is pretty impressive, I think. Chaos Knight has a pretty big advantage over a lot of these heroes, Sans the Invoker, and they're really, Snakewingz are doing a wonderful job of playing around that. This Invoker's pretty massive as well.
Radiant's top tower has looked better.
Now tier 3 secured this top lane. This is not where Stars needs to be. With a significant lead, they want to continue to hold on to it and gets pushed forward. The Ice Blast is not able to connect, but he does have the debuff.
Oh, Chaos Knight not able to do anything with his BKB and ultimate at all that fight. His W is blocked by the Invoker.
Oh, and they catch Oracle again. He's just abusing him continuously. Over and over again.
Well,
good use of the escape. Invoker able to break off of the cold feet.
Poor Night Stalker relieved of his gem, powerless to stop this Invoker.
Powerless.
This'll come in here.
Yeah, that's a significant dip in terms of net worth. I mean, Wings are really taking over control of the economy. And so with this small momentum,
this is going to be a really fast Roshan.
all you needed to give Snakewingz was a small window, and look at how effective that was at them completely regaining control of not only the map, but putting Stars completely on the defensive. And I mean, that's a double whammy of all sorts that they certainly don't want to be in, because they've been on top for most of the game. And now they're seeing come online this Huskar and his team, the supports. Even though Oracle getting punished by the Chaos Knight continuously. I think what they're going to do is continue to bait that out. If they can bait out Chaos Knight to try to take out Oracle and somehow keep him alive, Yule Scepter, Hurricane Pike, whatever, maybe even the Heaven Talbot. But here, big fight, the Ice Blast is out, able to connect the two Huskers, looking for an opening, but the Yule Scepter able to keep Lena out of reach. The invisibility, the Shadow Blade might not be enough. We're able to pick them off. CM and Lena both down. This could be the third one as Chaos Knight now goes down. Night Stalker trying to get away from this one. Ancient Apparition heading upwards, away from his base. And I mean, he can't even go towards his base for fear of being picked off. Nice buyback. Chaos Knight back into this one. He knows he's free. Now getting ready to go down.
Top, you might as well be on the other side of the map, I guess. So
he needs his team for this one. A nice tornado throws Chaos Knight and the Illusions. The Phantasms up in the air. But Husker, he's going to continue to go this one. And they punish him. This is a dieback.
And that's
90
probably
seconds.
it. I don't think there's much else they can
that's
do.
It.
Yeah.
They're done. Stars taking the dive. They're going to take the knee, bow out of this one gracefully. Oh, wow. For those of you who placed your bets, I'm really curious how all of it went for you. Snakewingz takes the game in a best of one. Easily taking back control there at the end. It was just a small window. It really was. It just took a couple of engagements and Snakewingz just capitalized on it. They took the game. It belonged to them. They're now victorious. Husker, you really put in some adequate supports for Husker, and he just devastates. And they did it exactly.
And well played by the Invoker. That Invoker, he had a relatively rough start, I would say. It wasn't the easiest, most carefree Invoker lane. You had a lot of babysitting mid, a lot of people coming to try to kill you. He came back from it. 2 Midases on Stars Esports, couldn't catch them up at all in the net worth department. I think awesome job from the Invoker. I really liked watching him play this game.
Yeah, despite Oracle getting focused down, I mean, there's some clutch plays.
He was a major factor. They had to focus him down. That was, that alone, him being good at his job enough to need.
He was negating Ancient Apparition for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. What an excellent game. Oh, Rapmore, thanks for joining me, man. I really appreciate your company. This is so much easier to have someone to talk to rather than doing this solo, man. I really appreciate you. If there's anyone else that wants to get their feet wet and do some commentary, this is a great time to do that. So if you've got any interests, go ahead and reach out to KOD League. Follow them on Twitter. Let it be known that esports production is something you're interested in. We're always interested in letting people get their chance at getting behind the scenes and seeing how we put these leagues together and seeing how all of this, it really does, it takes a group of people to make it happen. And so anyway, we're interested in help spread the word and getting esports out there in the place that it needs to be, leading the taking the mantle and carrying the torch. His classic sports is on the decline. I don't know if you guys were aware of this with some esports, a little tidbit of esports news. NFL viewership is at 11% decline every year for the past couple of years. So people are turning on video games and they're wanting to watch that. And I mean, more people are watching video games than watching Netflix, Hulu, HBO Go combined. And I mean, that's a significant little bit of information to throw out to you guys. But anyway, if you want to follow all the activity, I do a lot of esports news, help out DreamHack occasionally from time to time. I'm going to get ready for DreamHack Atlanta coming up at August 21st through the 23rd. Dream League is going to force KOD League to take a short break while Dream League is happening, so we're going to take a break coming up in just a couple of weeks. Anyway, glad to be here and do some commentary. I'm RBEPete. You can follow me on Twitter. KOD League Season 5. This is it. For the evening.
It's been great.
We'll be back again to do it tomorrow.
I guess signing out as well. You don't follow me on Twitter. Hit me up on Facebook. Taylor DeCourt. I'm the only one in the world. There you go. Don't actually look me up, creeps.
You're like what you see, man. He's a handsome fella. He's a handsome fella. Undeniable, ladies. Even though he's hitched. That's all right. That's all right. It does feel, it's an ego boost, you know? Just tell him how handsome he is.
It is.
He'll probably buy you lunch.
Yeah, I won't do that, but just tell me. Just build my ego, guys.
Or buy you a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
One or the other.
I'll bet it on XBet.
That's all right. Yeah.
Boom.
All right, so we're going to sign off from there. It was great casting with you guys. We're going to show some promos here, show some adverts. Guys, stick around. Don't disappear yet. We love you all. We'll be back here again to do it tomorrow. You have a great evening.
XBET, best odds for esport and live betting. Unique gaming lines for all esport disciplines including Dota and CSGO. Casino and live dealers. Highest payouts. 100% bonus on your first deposit. Wanna become as rich as Alchemist in a few simple clicks? Start playing on XBET. XBET, best odds for esport and live betting. Unique gaming lines for all esport disciplines including Dota and CSGO. Casino and live dealers. Highest payouts. 100% bonus on your first deposit. Wanna become as rich as Alchemist in a few simple clicks? Start playing on XBET.